What up? Welcome to another episode of It's Just My Opinion, where we give y'all just that. It's your boy XI.
It's your boy DA.
Raw Dog Legend in the building, man. Big Creep Sosa, man. We got Born Rich in this motherfucker, man.
Yes,
Yo, what's up, bro? How you feeling?
man, I'm feeling blessed, man. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, God is truly amazing.
Yes,
right
sir.
here with some real soldiers.
Yes, sir. For
Mans
sure.
of
Coming,
God,
man.
real people. You know, I love it. I love it here.
Yeah, man. We kicking this off, man. We gonna just
Go
start
right
just
into
like
it.
that, man. We gonna go right into this shit. Let everybody know your name. Let everybody know where you from and what you got going on, and then we gonna pick up from that, man.
Okay, my name Born Rich. For those who don't know me, I'm a clothesline designer, magazine owner, book owner, Forever Grateful Awards owner, host. I got my own station on 106.3, 102.3. Shout out to Intellectual Radio. Man, I got so many things. I just be trying to catch up with what I'm doing. So, yeah, that's pretty much me.
Working like a motherfucker. What part of the city you from?
I came from the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
West side. Okay.
West side, the best side.
West side, the best side.
Yeah, what you about the second west side we done had on here, huh?
Yeah, shout out to the west side,
Shout
man.
out to the west side.
Big shout out to the Avenue, y'all.
Oh, you from Chicago Avenue?
Yeah, I'm off the Ave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Vice Lord, the folk on us. No, I'm just talking shit.
Vice Lord.
Oh, Vice Lord.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where the
I
Vice
understand.
Lord is at.
Well,
on the Ave.
be honest, the Lords and the foes and shit like that. Shout out to that whole movement with that too. You know what I'm saying? But we born rich crazy in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
man.
and you know I want to clear this up, y'all. When I say Vice Lord, I mean that's where I'm from. I'm a man of God, and I don't want to promote anything.
No, it's positivity.
Yeah.
I had a friend. His name was Sago. He a twin from off Chicago Avenue and Avers. Yeah.
Is the one
He's-
twin got killed?
His brother did get killed.
Yeah, that's our people.
I was locked up with him.
That was for real.
Yeah, he's short, just like me, twin.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
brother got
his
killed.
Name,
yeah.
His name is Kanar Sago.
Wow.
And he was well, I don't know if it's true, but he told me he was a 3-star elite for the Lord. So
Leaf, like
elite.
oh, elite.
Elite,
Okay.
elite.
Okay. I ain't know that, but I know him.
Yeah, he said he was
small
3-star
world.
elite.
I think he
Small
may
world.
be if he said it.
Yeah. He. What you know? What was crazy, and we ain't gonna dig too much in that because we present. We doing what we doing.
For
But
sure.
this was the first person that he had 4VL tattooed on his arm, right?
Right.
So I'm locked up, right? So I'm like, what's 4? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, what's 4VL? He said, Youngin. Exactly, because he older than me. He said, Youngin. At the end, when the foes first came out, it wasn't 4CH, it was 4VL. I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Because, of course, the foes are off branch of the Lords anyway. But
Sure.
he said when they first started, it was 4VL. He had 4VL. That was the first time I ever seen this in my life, man.
He off Hamlin. So
Yeah, his block is Avers.
Well,
Yeah.
it's Hamlin the next block.
Oh, the next block over.
Yeah,
okay.
so all that kind
All
of
that.
ties
Well,
together.
yeah, you checking me because
But
I
no, I
I'm
ain't
from the
I'm
South
just
Side.
I'm just kind of knowing.
Oh,
who
no,
you
not
talking
like that.
about,
But you let me know,
amazing
nigga. You
it.
let me know.
Sure.
That's where you from.
That's that
Sure.
out west talk.
I'm
So,
definitely from out there.
Yeah, but yeah,
From out
yeah.
west.
Shout
That's that out
Chicago,
west
man,
talk,
and
yeah,
shout out to
man.
that brother too. But
Yeah, hey, big shout out to Twin, amazing guy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For sure.
So that's how small this city is.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? It's a large city, but a simple conversation between two strangers, y'all figure out y'all have something in common.
All glory to God. And out west is a small city. Out west is smaller than out south. So when you from out west, it's easy to know people from out west, especially like these youngers you might not know them, but older guys you gonna know who they is when you say a certain name off the aisle. Because like I say, out south is way bigger than out west.
Right.
So out west we know most people who like older cats or
you know what makes out south bigger though? Because we got more suburbs than y'all got too.
yeah y'all do.
So
Y'all do.
that connected to the city makes out south bigger than out west.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
out south
saying?
running along. I got lost out here a couple times, bro.
I get lost out west.
Man.
I get lost out west,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I get lost out west, man.
It
So-
happen.
Yeah, for sure. So you do magazines?
Oh no, I'm a magazine owner. I'm working on my seventh
Let
magazine.
the people know what's going on.
Okay, so I'm a magazine owner, and my thing is to promote anyone who got something great going on that want to get their business out. My magazine in Walgreens. I had my magazine. I did a distribution deal with them like last year, when I was working on my fourth magazine. And I want to give a big shout out to Soulja Boy. He was on the cover of my second magazine because I manage this artist.
Shout out to Soulja Boy.
Yes, sir. I manage this artist Hood Trophy. One of the young guys that Soulja Boy gave to me and told me to blow him up in Chicago.
What?
Yep. So we had a conversation about that. He came out here, and I remember just picking him up from the airport, and he was real nervous. I had my security with me. Big shout out to Twin. He was the security with me when we picked up Hood Trophy. So I definitely want to, because it's so real, you know. But yeah, we picked him up, man. He was nervous, and then he started riding with us for a minute, and we started having a conversation. So he started feeling comfortable, and he was like, man, I want to just go to the hood. I want to go out west. I ain't never been out there. I say, listen, we gonna go to the hood. I'm gonna take you to some blocks, but he said he wanted to stay and have he want to get a room out west.
Huh?
Like, he wanted to get a room. I'm starting to wonder why it's named Hood Trophy.
Yeah.
Because your name matter. Right? So I was like, nah, we ain't finna let you stay down. And he was like, I want to go downtown to get a room. I was like, nah, I'm going to take you to Old Brook and get you a room so it can be peace.
Right.
Because, I'm responsible for you.
Yeah, you respond. Everybody know, like, when you got people from out of town coming in, like I got people from New York, and when I go to New York, it's the same thing. It's like they're responsible for me. When they come to Chicago, I'm responsible for them. So you don't put them in situations. Because it's dangerous out here.
It is.
It's
And
very dangerous.
when I did that, we gained a relationship. And I flew out to L.A., and I seen, he showed me the lifestyle of L.A. I went to Soulja Boy house, got in this pool, and when I got in the pool, I looked to the left. There's no back where you can't, you finna fall.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the water. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, man, what? And it was just crazy. But and we locked in. He showed me, how he do it out there in L.A. You know what I'm saying? And I had a magazine party out there in L.A. Shout out the Hood. And I had Soulja Boy up, and I asked him, I said, man, you want to be on the cover of my next magazine? I'm coming out with this magazine company. I just got a distribution deal with Walgreens, and, I'm going to different places, hollering at the 7-Eleven, trying to see who the owners is to get my product up in there. So, and it worked out. And he said, man, yeah, I do that, Rich, man. I appreciate you pulling my artists in, helping them out. And he offered me money, and I shot the money down. And I told him I got him. I took his Hood out here. He was rolling with me for like 2 weeks straight. And after that, we just got a close family bond relationship.
How Soulja Boy is a person? Like, we see his internet persona, but how is he a person? Like, not on record as recording. Like, how is Soulja Boy as a person, though?
He real. Soulja Boy real, but he.
You consider him a real guy, though?
I'm talking about. I don't consider. I consider him as a real guy because I got a chance to know him.
Got you.
But as far as what a person could betray him to be, as far as crank that and the stuff, as far as his lifestyle, I don't know about that. I won't know because I want there. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Because you can't judge a book by a cover. Okay. I don't know what you was doing before you came out crank that. It's just talent you pushed out, but maybe you was out there doing some other stuff. It's easy to get involved.
Yeah.
But just being around him, man, being on the tour bus with him, he'll be quiet for a minute to see who you is, and he'll try to see just as well as anybody else that you're going to pull out a camera, or is you one of those types. So I always show my boss, mentality around people, like, because that ain't me. So he was quiet and observing, talking to certain people with force, tell, hey, man, look, man, what I tell you, so I consider him just being real, but anybody get a little cocky, man. Get a little cocky at a point in time.
For sure.
Understood.
But, we talked about Soulja Boy. We understand you got all that. Let's talk about Born Rich.
Yes, sir.
Where you get the name from? You know what I mean? Tell us where you started at. What influenced you to even start your clothing line? Let us know about you.
It's real deep, man. It's real deep. Born Rich the name came from God.
Okay.
I was starting this clothing line before I came out with the clothing line Born Rich. I started another clothing line. And I didn't get a chance to start it. I was finna start it. And I was going to start the next day. But that night, I was tested. So my sister, she was drunk, and she was intoxicated. And God told me to make sure she get home. and jumped out my Hummer in park. I remember me and my brother just going right there. I see my grandma and my mama in front. We had a boutique on Roosevelt. They sitting in the car park, and I get out and I say, what Tavy at? You know what I'm saying? I go up and she was drinking. She was drunk. But I remember before I got out that car, God say, make sure, he just said, get your sister and take her home.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So obedience is the key to y'all. You got to be able to hear God to be great and humble and successful.
Yes.
So I get to the door. She's throwing her kids a party, but she's drunk. She can't really hold up or nothing. So I see why God said it. So I go tell my mama, I'm like, Mom, go get sis. And she was like, I ain't finna get her. She ain't finna fight me. So now I'm thinking like, okay, I see why God. So I go there. I say, come on, sis. I'm gonna lock the door up and cut the lights and stuff off for you. Let's go. She get in my face and she say, F. She cursed me out. Right. And she told me a situation that happened with with a family member. When she was younger. She coming out with a book anyway. Right. But the family member had pulled up right when I locked the doors, got a chance, but after she cursing me out, she get in my face and say, the devil hates you. I say, he hates you too. Ain't nothing good about the devil. You know what I'm saying? I spit it her for cussing me out. And I just hold my composure because I remember what God told me. So she finna get in the car with him, and I reached over on the driver's side and I told him, I say, look, if you pull off with her in this car, God gonna deal with you. But he had looked into where I came from and what I became on the positivity side. And he instantly told her, get out, stay here, because she was already getting out. I wasn't finna wrestle with her, but if God told me to get her, it's a word that can get her. Words is powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
God created the real words, and you can manifest things by speaking on them.
Facts.
You can speak
power
things.
Power of the word.
Yeah,
Power of the word. You just keep speaking it. Keep speaking it. It's gonna happen for you. And he put her out. He told her to get out, and I hollered at him. I said, man, I heard about the story, what happened when she was younger, but remember, y'all still family. You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, I love you, cousin. And pulled off. I got her. And she started tumbling from the fall, picked her up, put her in the car, got her back home to her family. Big shout out to my wife because she was with me as well. And I went to sleep. Actually, she threw up everywhere in my car. Car messed up. All that plays a part. I got to throw all that out. My Hummer, all this smell to it and all this stuff. But I go to sleep and wake back up, and God say, I want you to remind the real that we all born rich. And he gave me this vision.
Damn, that's how you came with the clothing line.
Yeah, that's how I came with the clothing line.
That's dope.
That's how I dominated too, because there's so much more. We'll get on that.
Salute to you.
Thank you, brother. Salute to you too.
Dope, bro.
But so he came to me. So I when he told me this, I removed my clothing line out from the start and took the name Born Rich.
Right.
So when I took the name Born Rich, it was he showed me everything, how to do it, what to do, and he put it all into me like a vision, like art. And I hollered I called a couple graphic designers, and I told them how I want the clothing line, and some of them sent me different ones back, and it wasn't it. And I seen one of them, I say, that's it, and it was stamped. But he told me to remind the world we all born rich, and it started from Adam and Eve. God created Adam first as a man, and when Adam was on the planet, he had everything, the animals, everything that Adam has spoken to the animals, and everything around him was obeying. Everything was just good. Everything was obeying everything he said, because he's a part of the kingdom. He's the next thing to God. Right. Amen. He was the next thing, the first next thing to God, because Jesus wasn't here, right? So, and then he seen them lonely because he didn't see him a perfect fit for the animals, and he sent them a wife. Right. So Eve came along, and they was together, and Eve ended up biting the apple and crashing the riches. And he brought that's what brought the enemy, and that's why in the Bible it says your thoughts run your life. Be careful what you think, And all these things is very important because if you pay attention to the world, everything is going backwards. Everything is revelation is going wicked. You can have a
Repeating
wicked
itself.
mindset
Yeah,
overnight,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But we pay attention to God. He ain't never bite the apple, right?
Right.
So he always good, right? So he's the same God every day, a forgiving God, a amazing God. But anyway, he showed me how the riches had stopped and they had switched over to the devil because now he's the prince of the earth after that, right? Just to make a long story short. And then Jesus came back and took and stripped the devil and took the keys back to the world.
Right.
So God had put all these visions in me, like overnight, just all this stuff coming. So I dropped this clothing line. And when I dropped this clothing line, the whole world started winning. I just dropped it on social media. And people just started picking it up, asking where they can get it from. I started off, I ain't have vinyl, I had regular paper. I didn't even know really what I was doing.
Right.
But I was just knowing that if God told me what to do, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I go to one of the guys, 2 is the way, and I asked him, could he print them? So he print one shirt out, and he charging me like $9. But this is not even vinyl. It's like you can only print it on white, so it can match the white.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So it won't
right.
look like, you know.
Cheesy.
But right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I sold like 50 to 60,000 of shirts like that by itself.
Damn.
And then I left him because I started making all this money. So my loyalty is real. So
Right.
it was like it was certain things I wanted now and he wasn't delivering like that. So I remember me and B-Lo, all of us was in the same place when I started.
B-Lo,
Yeah, from Do or Die.
Do or Die.
We was all next to each other when I got my first shirt printed because he like family, he out the aisle. So he was like, that's it. I remember him just saying, that's it right there. That's gonna blow a big. So it's like when I went to this Arab, I learned the game from him. I started working with him. We made like 200,000-300,000. Just because the whole world rocking it. Everybody, ain't a person can't say. I'm just saying around the world that they ain't had this clothing line. If they didn't have it, it's time to get it now.
Right. Right.
You know,
sure.
I'm looking up, bro. Everybody winning, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm making so much money. Where at a point, I ain't even know what I was doing. You know, I ain't even know what I was doing, but I soaked the game up watching the A-Rap, and I went out and I said, you know what, I'm finna go buy I'm finna go buy what he got. I started watching everything he doing from the stitching to everything he was doing in the shop, and I was watching him. I ended up buying everything, and I ended up getting me a little store and putting it in my store. Now I'm making all this money, but remind you,
How much money you think you made off that shit?
off the clothesline,
Off the clothesline.
probably like 500 to 600,000.
Off selling clothes.
Off selling clothes. Everybody in the
Did
world
you,
would.
now I got a question though. With you selling them clothes like that, right?
Yeah.
Did the internet help you do that or no?
The internet played a big part for sure.
For sure.
For sure. For sure.
How long you didn't have the clothing line?
I had the clothing line since 2019.
So you did that.
Okay.
Wait, in 2019,
Yeah.
you didn't already sold 500,000 shirts.
Way more than that. Look, you got to think about it. I got everything.
Yeah, nah, he
I
in
got
Dresser and
shoes.
Press. He on the south
boots.
side and everything.
Bro, I got I put this on just to show the fashion.
Right.
Right.
You know, I was gonna come a little casual, but I'm like, man, I gotta
Nah,
show
you
my
got to no. Anytime you do any type of interview, you got to put your shit on.
for sure.
Nigga, when he told me, shout out to him. Shout out
big
to Dante.
salute, for real.
Yes, sir.
Big
When,
salute to you.
let's shout out to that brother. When he told me who you was,
Yeah.
he like, yeah, I got born. I already knew.
I already knew I was.
Man, oh, my
Oh,
brother.
I ain't mentioned.
Yeah, I already
No,
knew
go
that.
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
'Cause
say what you gonna
I gotta
say.
throw it out there.
Yeah, throw it out there.
Now, I'm the fashion show king. I ain't mentioned every single show I threw since I've been in the industry sold out. Ain't a show I ain't throw from here to Vegas wasn't sold out the door.
Shit.
But I'm just saying this to brag on God.
Yeah.
To tell people, out there, sometimes you just have to switch things over and try something different. If you can try a new man, ladies, or fellas, if you could try a new woman, it don't hurt you to try God.
Hey,
That's tough.
brother,
That's tough.
on some real shit. Shout out to God, but it's nothing wrong. This it's nothing wrong with shouting yourself out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, cause God played a major part in what you got going on. Shout out to God first. But
All
it
glory
takes
to
your
God.
work to get this shit out here.
Work,
It's
consistency.
nothing consistency. It's nothing wrong and with being confident in yourself too. So God, shout out to God first over everything. But at the end of the day, shout out to you.
Oh, for sure. When I yeah,
Shout out to you.
but
brother.
when I shout God out, I feel like it's a shout out to me already.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
I feel like it's already shout me out because he the unseen, and when people see us, they got to see him.
Facts.
You know, so I gotta shout him out first, and then I don't mind. I'm the guy. I like to play the back row. I don't like to jump out and be all in the front. I put a lot of people in position to be on top, and I never bash them or try to take credit for their career. I always just made sure I stay humble and because I know where it came from.
Right. Right. So now we getting a good feel for you, bro. Like I'm interested in, like, okay, you're an entrepreneur for sure. You got the clothing line, you got the magazine. Not only that, you're an author too. You know what I'm saying? So the name of your book is called Through the Storm?
Survive Through the Storm.
Survive Through the
Yes,
Storm. Yeah,
yes.
my bad. But you know what? The title alone stands out. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm sure what you've been through, you know what I'm saying, your trials and tribulations to get to where you are now. We all got, war wounds of what we've been through. So I'm sure that was the inspiration behind that book.
Yes,
What
it
is
is.
the book about?
The book pretty much speaks on my life, how I grew up, where I come from, how I came out this storm and I survived through it. It speaks about my childhood, how I grew up. When I was young, I never been to a park. And I never played in a park, so I always had I always had to be older than what I was when I was younger. Cause just like
That makes sense.
my daddy was, he was the man, and my mama,
Who is your father?
Big John.
Big John.
Yeah. So he was the man. He the man on the aisle. So by us being my daddy, it was he was always moving fast. Yeah, like racing cars and going to Mississippi traveling. And my mom was like,
I was gonna ask you that too.
Yeah.
Cause you got a down south accent, like.
somebody told me that.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Yeah.
So, well, I mean,
I was just gonna say that was
everybody
that
in this
290
room
accent.
probably got family in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. Your dad, you had ties in Mississippi, man. You know what I'm saying? So you was going out there when you was a shouty.
I was. I was
What
going
part
out
of
there.
Mississippi?
Jackson.
Jackson. Oh, Jacktown.
Yep.
Jackson.
So just coming through those situations and being in real situations, like going from a kid and now growing up and want more. Because now you was a kid. My daddy put some dice in my hand at the age of 7. And I remember him telling me to shoot him for him. I ain't know what I was doing. I just shot him, and I just seen them say, pick all the money up. And after I seen the easiest money ever when I threw the point. So he stopped having me shooting dice for him, right? He just did something one time. And now I went to, because everybody, where I came from, I came off the first block I was on in Superior. All these young guys, mafias and CIs, they young and grown.
You conservative?
I grew up over there, huh?
You conservative?
I'm a man of God, man.
Best way to answer that.
For sure.
So I grew up, I ended up on this block, and these little guys, they so young, smoking. Mama's getting high. They doing anything they want to do. And I got to go to school. My grandma coming, making sure we go to school. Mama putting us out, making sure we go to school. And I'm looking at these guys, and I'm like, man, I shot dice for my dad before. These guys gambling right in front of my house. But I got to put my book bag on, go to school. But in my mind, I'm like, this will be some easy money. I tell you.
Right.
So I get to school, and it's like, I didn't want to be there no more. Because, I'm like, man, I'm going to school to make money. You know what I'm saying? I'm already feeling like I'm educated young,
Right,
you know.
Facts.
So,
Facts, though.
I just want to leave, and I started ditching, and I started getting involved. I went to this guy, and I asked him how to shoot. I said, teach me how to shoot dice. He taught me how to shoot dice, and he was saying just shoot them, and if you catch a point, that's your pointer. But if you 7 out, you lose. He just taught me so easy. Say you throw a 7-11 in the dough, you win. If you throw a 2 or a 3, you lose. If you catch any point, you win. Like a 3. What you mean? 6, 5, any point you catch. If you don't throw that, if you 7 out, the only how you gonna lose.
Right.
I just started shooting dice with all these grown people going on blocks. People recognizing who I am because I'm June's son. They don't gamble with him. Don't shoot dice. This like a skip park just to get on it. Like
Yeah,
a
they
skip
knew your
park.
daddy was that guy.
Yeah, don't shoot dice with June's son.
You
Don't shoot
done
dice with
already
Rita's
told the
son.
shorties that watch it how to shoot
Yeah.
dice. They sitting there taking notes. So 7-11 that
look,
pick
though,
up the money.
I'm sorry. I definitely
No,
don't-
you good.
It's definitely ain't a good thing to do.
You
y'all,
went
'cause
from
it
you
get
went
you
from
hurt, too.
shooting dice though on the blocks, and now you doing award shows. Like you got to tell us like how that come about.
But even I could back just a little bit real quick.
Nah, do your shit.
Even on the block, I was 17 years old. I had a Chevy with Lamborghini doors, and I had so many fancy cars. I talk about it in the book, and
You
I
had
want
a
to
Chevy
mention
with
this.
Lamborghini. That means
Doge
you was
Chevy.
hitting everybody home.
I got the same.
That's what that mean.
I got the same woman. I've
If you had
been
a-
faithful.
Yeah, I'm understand that, but at one point in time, you was hitting everybody home. We just gonna say that, boy,
Nah,
Rich.
yeah, nah.
And shout out to you, what you got going on. You was married,
sure.
right? You married, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
How long?
I've been married for like 23 years.
23 years.
I've been with my wife 23 years. I've been married for 13 years.
Black
Ooh,
love is the
that
best
man,
love.
salute to that, man.
And she
Love,
seen
brother.
love
Hey.
for sure.
Love, brother.
Black
She seen it
love
all.
is
She
the
been-
best
she been
love.
We don't want to go and try to, cause I did ask you about your award show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
how did that come about? Cause we getting in different
Yeah,
politics.
for
You
sure.
shooting dice. You
It's
married.
called Forever Grateful.
Forever Grateful Awards.
So we're gonna start over because I understand your faith in God what gave you that name.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so your faith in God, when did that change? Outside, like you said, you explained to your situation with your sister. Did you already have that faith, or did something traumatizing in your life happen? You like, you know what? Let me put God first, and I'm gonna follow. Like you say, being obedient, I'm be obedient to God.
Okay, that's a good question. So I talk about this part of the book too, and it ain't nothing to hide to the real. When I was like 17 years old, I had got my own block because I wanted more. I went from hustling for other people and seeing how they was doing it, and I said I want to get my own block, and I ended up getting my own block. Make a long story short, it went from there, and I made like a lot of money, right? And then I was in situations where jealousy was coming from certain family members. Like you said, people probably think, once you get money and you got these all
Once
this
they
money,
know you got the money, man.
and they like young girls too, so they looking like people, they family members and stuff like that. What I'm talking about. But make a long story short, my daddy died from a car accident.
Rest in peace to him.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace to
so-
you.
Praise and bless to your family.
Yes, I appreciate that. So after he died from a car accident, it was so much going on with me where I was lost. I was lost and I was really hurt, and I was going through so much. But just to skip past it, get real with it. When I turned 18, I had a lot of, like I said, family members and stuff getting jealous of me, and they was the mans. And I'm making all this money, and sometimes when my uncle come on the block, he used to say, shut down, because we had 2 blocks, Monticello and Lawndale. So he'd say, shut
You
down.
was on Lawndale with it too?
Oh, yeah, it's a family block for sure. Oh, yeah. So I couldn't understand it, because at this point, we need some money now.
Right.
Dude gone, he the man.
Right.
I remember my daddy telling me one time, because I was doing a lot of stuff, he say, listen, I'm going to give you something real. And you better not tell your mama. I looked at him when he said he going to give me something real. He said, I'm going to give you something real because before you get killed out here. And I took
that's
one and made history, and then going through a little situations, and I got incarcerated. When when I got incarcerated, before that, I remember my mama pulling up on the block with my sister. And she say, God told us to make sure you come back home with us. God told us to stand right here with you until you leave. I served my last bag. A man jump out of car, 2 big men jump out of car with guns on them, with badges, and they like police officers out of bubble. They get out, one grab my arm. You know, they police and, you know, everybody scared on the block.
Right,
Police.
right.
Grab my arm, cuff me, and I just heard a voice from heaven saying, he's not the police. And, you know, I hear my mama saying, let my son go. I say, wait, you not the police? And then I hear my sister start hollering, you not the police. People start hollering all off the porch, you ain't the police. So I yank away from him. He hit me, pulled out a gun, clicked it back. Everybody running. My mama scarred her legs up. She flipped, scarred legs up. And they still scarred today from that day. But that right there happened. And 2 days later, just to skip past everything else was going on, but 2 days later, I goes back on the block, and the police come. They chase everybody shooting dice out there. Now I got all these. I'm about to shove it from Lamborghini Doge from some GDs. You know what I'm saying? So now they gamble and stuff. So now they coming on our end gambling. So when they over there gambling with us and stuff, the police pulled up and just chased me. I wasn't doing them shooting dice. And then a situation happened with that. Like I said, I talk about all of it in the book. But to skip past it, something happened with that situation. And I just had to hear God for myself. I remember going to court, and the judge told me she put me in incarceration. I get in the back, and I just hear God speaking through me, telling me to leave the hood, leave this, leave that, leave everything behind. I hear all the people in there hollering my name and stuff. I just put my head down, and I just started setting an agreement with God, saying, I'm leaving, I'm going to leave, I'm going to do it, Lord. I just remember the lawyer just knocking on the gate, pulling me back in front of the judge, and they let me go. But I did say to the judge, I was like, give me another chance. And everybody started laughing.
Facts though.
For sure.
So that's where not my bad, bro.
No, you good.
So that's where the Forever Grateful came from with the award show.
Oh no, that ain't come from that.
Oh,
no, you.
That was the question.
No.
No, you ain't say that.
You didn't say that.
You
but
said it, then you switched it to something else.
Yeah, you switched to
Oh,
something
wow.
else.
That's on me then.
No, Forever Grateful Awards is we started the award show last year, and I've been manifesting this like in 2021. I said I'm gonna throw an award show, and I think last year was the perfect time to throw it. It just highlight some of the hardest working people. It ain't none of you just like people just grabbing people. No, people we watch people for like a year, up to 6 months to see how hard you work, and we start putting some of the hardest working people in the right categories. And last year we had like a sold out crowd, like 1,000 people. My first show, it went crazy. I was showing the nominees on projectors. It was crazy.
Man,
like
we really appreciate that.
I want to tell y'all something. Y'all don't even know y'all nominated.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all show nominated. Y'all definitely deserve it, bro. Like my team been watching y'all for a minute, and y'all really deliver.
Thank you, man.
Hey man,
Hey, that's dope, man.
Yeah. Shout out
Clap
to
that
us.
up, man, for sure.
You hear that, Manager Will? We've been nominated.
That's and we let the people do the vote.
yeah.
So
people do the vote.
and this year gonna be definitely, the awards gonna be very big. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be very structured, and they're gonna be amazing show this year.
What's the date?
Yeah,
what's
the
the
date,
date? I was
time,
just about to ask that,
location.
X.
Yeah.
Okay, so the day gonna be March 15th.
March 15th.
Yes, 2025, March 15th,
All right.
and it's located 1140 North Lamont, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, we gotta show up, fellas.
60644.
We nominated, baby.
Hosted by Bo
Nominees.
Deal.
You know what I
Hosted
mean?
by Bo Deal.
What's your ties with Bo Deal? Shout out to Bo Deal.
Shout out to Bo Deal.
Oh, what people don't know about Bo Deal used to hustle. Bo Deal was family. When I was a little kid, Bo Deal used to sleep in our house.
Oh wow.
Hustling. He was hustling overnight, so he was right there on Superior. So since I was a kid, and then I look up and see Bo Deal on 106.3 doing. I'm 106 and Park doing a freestyle battle.
Yeah.
We in the house. I remember I'm young, and we in the house screaming and hollering. He been, everybody, and he won.
Yeah.
And the whole hood just turned up, like,
Yeah, for sure.
and that's where it started from Bo Deal was family. So,
That's dope.
That's what's up.
yeah, so I just I'm throwing this award show, and I just the Lord put it on me, like, reach out to Bo Deal, let him host it.
That's dope.
And the first year he hosted, and we put our promotion in and did what we do. I already had ties with people from fashion shows,
Right.
so I'm attached to a lot of people. And then my magazine's out, so that brings a whole nother fan base. Plus, everybody wearing my clothing line.
For sure.
So
Yeah, man.
So
you working like
you
a
also
motherfucker.
got damn man, you do it all, man. You do management, you
Yeah.
hood trophy,
All
and
glory to
then
God.
you had you got ties with Rough Riders as well, right?
yes, big
What's
shout out
the
to.
ties with that?
Oh man, I flew out to New York, and that came from big shout out to Soulja Boy. That came from a connection with him.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in peace,
Yeah,
DMX.
yes,
And
sir.
that's crazy. I did an interview. It's on YouTube right now. You type in Born Rich with Rough Riders. I do an interview in the same studio DMX made.
Flesh of my flesh, or
That's it, right there,
Flesh of my
right
flesh,
there.
blood of
That's
my
that
blood.
same studio.
you know what I'm saying? Like then it
The
was
blood
X.
all on him.
Flesh of my flesh, yeah.
Yeah, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Yeah.
So he connect me with some people that I do an interview there, and I flew back to Chicago, and the CEO said he wanted to meet me of Rough Riders. He told me to fly back out. He gonna pay for a round trip for me and whoever I bring. We fly back out there, and he asked me what's my vision, and I kind of talked to him about what I got going on. He talked to me about what he do, and I was already knowing everything about him. So he just told me what he'll put up. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of worked things out, and it was perfect.
That's
You
dope.
know Swiss Beats?
I ain't get a chance to meet him at.
Okay.
I ain't get a chance.
Are you still working with Rough Riders now?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get a
that's
chance,
dope.
but Switch Beats ain't signing Rough Riders right now. I mean, that was back in the day, so I ain't get a chance to meet Switch Beats, but I met Jada Kid, Styles P, and all them.
Man, Jada, no,
I'll rock with them. I could. It'll make me call them now, man.
Hey, you say you got it like that with them. That's what's up.
Man, look.
So, what you got coming up in the future? You know what I mean? Like, tell them what these people got to look forward to.
Man,
Born Rich.
just when I think about me, man, I just don't. I don't think about me. I think about other people, how I could put them in position. And I just want to brag on God again. God is doing it all. I didn't put strangers, people that I ain't even know. I ended up getting my own show on 106.3. I went from trying to get interviewed to hard to get that connection because people like, man, make a long story short, once again, God showed me who to reach out to, and I end up hollering at them, and I end up getting my own show. So the people who didn't really bring me on, shout out to Raymond Backs. Shout out to Chablis too.
Shout out to
Chablis, one of my
Blizzy.
brothers. He first one I did an interview with. He the first one I did an interview with on my radio Chicago.
Okay.
So big shout out to him. Shout out to Shondell. Shout out to everybody that's
Shout out
doing
to
great out
Shondell,
there.
man.
The mayor. The
So,
mayor.
so me and my man Raymond Bass hook up. He give me this interview on 106.3. I get the interview, and God told me I'm gonna have my own show on there. So make a long story short, a couple weeks later, I put some calls in. Now I got my show, and he's seeing me. He's like, how you get a show on here? You know what I'm saying? So I started pulling people in with me that I ain't even know when I brought them on this high platform, a dream platform for them. So big salute to all of them.
Anybody ever told you look like Shorty Low?
Oh no, man! Oh no, not Shorty, no, man. Oh no. Oh, I ain't never
Rest
heard
in peace.
that one.
You know what's crazy about Shotty Lolo too, though? I got some ties out there in Georgia. He was a real solid nigga.
I heard.
From Bankhead, for real,
he
man.
definitely-
He
I know.
really from Bankhead.
I can tell. I know he's beefing with T.I., right?
Yeah, a lot of people from Bankhead, they, no disrespect, man. Shout out to Tip, but a lot of people from Bankhead told me Tip not from Bankhead. His grandma stayed over there. They say Shotty Low is the,
What Shorty Low said, "Must be two sides."
He meant that. He meant that. He really from
That's
Bankhead,
like
man.
that, because I go to the A. You know what I mean? Like I brought it to my wife. You know what I'm saying? I go to the A. It's like I ride around the crib.
Oh,
You know
really?
what I mean? A is like my second crib. So, for like Creep said, for you to not from being down there and get down there, and you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that I'm social, so I talk to a stranger just to get a feel from them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it came to my attention, like Creep said, that it wasn't T.I. Shawty Low was the man down there. Like
Nah, for real.
he
You know what you know, Law.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he put the city
Shawty
on.
Low on the west side of Atlanta, man. Rest in peace, Shawty Low, man.
That man was he was that man.
Yeah,
bro.
he was that one. But shout out to T.I. T.I. had incredible music.
He did.
He had incredible music, but
he wasn't. I don't think he was stamped like Shorty Low. Shorty Low, you just
Low
think about it. You can
stamped.
tell some real people, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell some real
stamped.
thorough people,
Agreed.
bro. Like,
when he died, they had the damn funeral. They went to goddamn Blue Flame. You know, Blue Flame. And this is what I'm trying to tell you too. I'm a truck driver. Blue Flame across the street from a truck stop.
right.
So you know, I'm talking to different people. They like that work at the truck. They like, boy, when he died, Low died. They had the motherfucking funeral right on goddamn. You hear me?
Wow.
Right there. Yeah, no
That's
cap.
crazy.
Big salute to you in the truck there. Y'all making a lot of money, man.
Fuck that. This about you.
Y'all, it's about all
You the
us.
star, man. This about you, man. Fuck my life, nigga.
Born Rich, man. Did you used to do music too?
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
great
A
question.
Great question.
Man,
Ooh, we
I
X,
got
boy.
some hits,
That's that
bro.
nigga X.
So coming out with my music, man, it was kind of difficult for me because, like I said, when I was in the streets, I used to have my little brother. He was so talented. I ain't know he was so talented. Make a long story short, I get in the house, me and my wife in the room. My little brother spend the night in my house, and we laying in the bed, and I hear, you know, that baby song with Justin Bieber, baby.
Yeah.
So we laying down in the bed, and I hear a voice. I'm like, okay, it's Justin Bieber. I was like, wait, babe, wait a minute. And it's my little brother. I never heard him sing, never heard him rap, never did heard him do none of this.
Right.
And he on my computer, and he downloaded something, and he took, and he's sitting there, he's singing this song. So I walk out and I say, that what you just singing that? Like, yeah, that was me, bro. I was like, say it again. He started, I say, man, say that again. He sung the song again. And I said, we finna get a deal. You know, I'm from the streets. I came from the streets where,
Right.
you know, we know how to invest money. So I ain't know what I was doing, what to do, how to do it. But I remember taking him to this pawn shop, and I brought a mic from the pawn shop, and I brought a camera from the pawn shop. He knew how to work the cameras, so he'd sit. So I say, look, let's shoot a video of you singing one of your songs. I brought the little mic. He downloaded whatever he downloaded on my computer, and he started making songs, finding any instrumental off YouTube, and he making these songs. I got him up in there. He can't punch no bars in. He can't do nothing. He just singing
Just
and singing.
all raw,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I said, with the camera I brought him, I said, I'm gonna shoot the video for you. So I started just shooting him videos, playing with it. I didn't know what I was doing. And he inspired me, and he got incarcerated, and I took over and started rapping, and I started punching bars in and doing some cold songs. Shout out to DJ Nate. DJ Nate to spend the night over our crib. That was my little brother. That's DJ Nate, my little brother. So
Okay. That's what's up, man.
him and my little brother, just got killed last year.
Damn.
Damn.
For real.
What I'm talking about. That was my baby brother.
Damn,
like,
man, rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
to
the
that
police
brother,
killed
man.
him, yeah.
Police killed him.
Damn.
it was the smoke shop on Roosevelt over there. He was just doing it. He was just at the radio station with me, and you know, and I get a call that night around 11:59 or something like that. I was writing my book. I was in the process of getting my book done. Shout out to DS because we was on the phone. I click over. My sister say, "Your brother just got killed." So I just jump out the bed, run downstairs, run in the car, snowing with drawers on. Ain't know where I was going. Ain't had no keys, nothing. Because I thought it was, you know, I ain't know. So I was like, man, they playing. And then I turn around and see it on the news, bro. That's how fast they put on the news. I say, what? And I was lost. And, you know, I had dreads. I cut my dreads. And I just talked to God about it. I just wanted to lead the industry. Like I said, so many people in good seats because God used me to put them in it.
Yeah.
You know, and I just play the back road, you know, just sit back and just, because everything, like, connections is everything.
For sure.
You know, you got to connect with the right people.
I
And you
tell
got to have a
people,
good
man,
name to connect. Like,
networking is the key of life.
Yeah, for
it
sure.
is.
That's the key, man. We locked in with you.
For sure.
And you can present us to other people. We could present you to people.
Sure.
Like, that's just building bonds.
I'm a
and
good
shit
team.
Like that, man. We build bridges. We don't burn them.
Yeah, that's how you got to do. You know, it started from the streets. Somebody front you something, bring their money back.
For sure.
A lot of people don't know about bringing the money back.
Even in the business, it become the same thing. People get something out of the business and owe you something and won't even pay.
Yeah, because you know why? I think the biggest thing behind that is that when you get money, I think everybody do it. You know, when you get that money and you don't know if you're going to ever see it again or get it again, you try to hold on to it. And, you know, people have these dreams and aspirations that they want these shoes that their mama and dad couldn't afford. And they want to feel like somebody for once. You know what I'm saying? And instead of, and not knowing that if you just take care of the people, you will get it again and again and again and again. But if you burn that bridge, you will never, you know what I'm saying? You will never get it again. So I always try to teach that, like, you know what I'm saying? Treat people the way you want to be treated. Take care of the people that take care of you. And you're going to always be taken care of. You know
I got to clap to that one.
For sure, man.
That's real, bro. That's real life stuff.
Yes,
people don't understand that the Bible says give to receive.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So most of my career I was giving. And I was receiving because I was giving. Right. But I was like that. From where I came from, I was like that. I was putting people in position, you know, till they cross themselves, you know, until, you know, nowadays, you know, is people come around each other, they be around each other, and, you know, when somebody wants your life or they feel they could be you, they go from doing everything for you into thinking they could be you.
Facts. Right.
So, you know, you got to.
Another thing I got to shout out to you, too, you came in sober.
For sure.
You don't drink?
I don't drink.
All right.
No hard liquor.
No, I'm saying
with champagne.
And I wanted to elaborate off that, like, what made you not involved in, you know, drinking and smoking and, like, let the people know.
You know, I tried weed before, and it wasn't for me. It had me overthinking. And I remember getting in my Chevy, picking my homies up, and we riding, and they all smoking. I used to just blow the weed out, acting like I'm smoking in front of everybody. Right. They had little girls around, and I would act like I was smoking. And one day I just inhaled it, and I just told everybody, asked everybody, where y'all going? As soon as I started smoking, I dropped everybody right back off. So I knew it wasn't for me.
Right.
And I started drinking hard. I drunk hard liquor before, and my mama told me this. She say, kings carry themselves a certain way. You know, kings don't get drunk. You know?
Your mama from Mississippi?
No, she from out west. My mama, man, shout out to my mama.
I'm about to say,
out to that
you know,
man,
they
mama,
give
man.
you
Mama
them old spiritual black people folk
That was some of the
tales,
realest
boy.
shit I heard, man.
Bro, my
Kings
mama-
don't even get drunk.
She said kings don't get drunk. She did time in jail. She got out and she changed her life. My mama got locked up and my daddy got locked up at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Everything in the book. So I had to shoot dice and hustle for my brothers and sisters. And I used to when I lose my money, I used to go to the gas station, pump gas, take their money, and just to go gamble.
Damn.
And then just to shoot dice and win more.
Real story.
So
my
my old
bro.
man, he'll call and tell them to take care of us. I'll take what he give me and lose the gambling. So, you know, and I be telling a lot of guys now, like these young guys, like people, now it's time to get money and invest the money.
For sure.
You know, take the money, take the coin and put it into some, have a vision to put it into some.
Absolutely.
I put a lot of my money into gambling. Right. And I ain't even mentioned with my clothing line, I made all the money, but then I mentioned I lost all the gambling.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was just gonna ask that question. Did that was that one of your downfalls?
It was the biggest downfall of my life.
Jeez.
That's the only thing that that took me into a place where I just felt like, man, you know, like I don't want to say it, but you know, like, you know how people give up.
Depression.
And they like, man, what this life coming to?
Yeah.
Losing so much money and stressing people out that love you. Stressing people out like your wife.
Yeah, your wife.
You know, this could be stressful
Yeah.
when you lose everything after you done worked so hard for it, for yourself, your family, because you taking out their mouth too. Correct. And I just remember just losing everything I was getting, but the money from the clothing line and so many other investments coming in so fast. My mentality coming from the streets with the boss mentality I got in the industry. I already knew what I wanted to do. So when I did this and it started blowing up, I started gambling, going to the boat. I remember going to my church and my pastor taught us how to touch and agree and all this. Me and my wife go see a house. We touch and agree and get the house. And I get the house, and right after that, it's a boat Just to say it's a boat like 4 minutes down the street from the house.
Man.
The devil playing.
The devil, I say, what? And I get there, and I win like 4,000-5,000.
Okay.
So I'm
Give
here.
you that.
yeah.
They gonna give you that.
Gave it to me. And after that, I go home bragging, baby, it's sweet. Hey, I'm calling people. Hey, it's sweet, Joe. It's a boat around corner, sweet. Y'all come get some money. Everybody come in that first time win. Come back,
Yeah.
they strip you like Jesus stripped the devil. I'm
Man.
talking about, bro, I lost so much, but I ain't lose my life on myself. I stayed
Right.
strong.
That's
Big
the
shout out to my
most
wife.
important.
Blessings.
And I tell people out there right now, and I tell them all the time, you got to trust God. You got to have real faith and strong faith in God, because the
Lead not on your own
understanding.
understanding.
Because this is the only thing saved me. I'm saying this to say this. God the only one saved me, because I had to get on my knees and promise him that I won't go gamble no more.
Right.
And then I was able to see everything the devil stole. I was able to see it like 10 times more. Now I got magazines. Now God elevate me.
Right.
But people don't understand, like, remove the addiction.
Yeah.
If you're addicted to anything, remove it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that could be holding you back. That
For
could
sure.
be really holding you back from what God trying to give you. Being addicted to alcohol, to women, to gambling. Whatever you're addicted to, that could, because your mind's stuck there.
Yeah.
Correct.
I used to wake up and say, I'm going to the boat when I get up.
Yeah.
But that's how the enemy trick you,
No, for sure. Before we get up out of here, man, let people know where they can get the book, where they can get tickets for the award show, where they can get some of your clothing line, man, your social media. You know what I'm saying? Give them the spiel.
Yes,
the
sir.
radio station, give it to
Yes,
them.
sir.
all.
Get it to
Yeah,
them, man. Let's get it.
I got to keep up with myself right now. Okay, my clothing line, you go to www.bornrichapparel.com and pick up my clothing line. I got hoodies, T-shirts, jogging suits, headbands like these. I got jackets, boots, shoes. I got the goggles. I got everything you want. Socks. I got everything you want on the website. All right, and make sure you guys come out to the Forever Grateful Awards. March 15th. You guys nominated. I will be in the building, and there going to be so many other people in the building.
For sure.
And make sure you guys keep God first. Follow me on Instagram, Born Rich 1S.
Yes,
Facebook, Born Rich Love.
Man.
Shout out to Dante.
Man.
No, like I say, before we get out of here,
Shout out to Dante.
it
Big
like
shout
I
out
had
to
bro
Dante.
said, God put this together, because Sunday I went to church, you know what I mean, and the pastor said that in 2025 is going to be abundance of rain. You know what I mean? Just like how with us, we sat down for 2.5 months, and the first clip we come back with, we went viral.
Yeah.
We got the shirts on today. Zero tolerance. We ain't playing.
Zero
We still
tolerance.
zero
I'm
tolerance.
rocking with them.
You know what I mean?
Y'all,
So-
I got to give me a shirt, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we got you.
All
We
right,
got
thank
you.
y'all.
So when he came, when he told me that, you know what I mean, and we work, do what we supposed to do. That very next day, Rich hit me and you like,
Yeah, for
let's
sure.
do the interview. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm be 100 with you. I'm like, who is this cat? You know what I mean? Like what brought him to me? So you know what I mean? My team allowed me. He said, Dante, you go ahead and you work that deal.
Big shout out to y'all,
Yes,
too.
sir.
You know what I mean? You work that deal.
For
So
sure. This his work.
you know what I mean?
This
So
you.
when I chopped it up with you and you gave me your number, like I was telling them, bro, we sat on the phone for like an hour.
We definitely did.
You know what I mean? We supposed to been talking business, but it went from this business to the person relationship that we got with him now. That's why he's sitting on this couch. So
sure.
that then, like I say, he's a true honest man of God. Y'all already know. You know what I mean? I'm a deacon of a church. I've been married, be 3 years this July. So the vibe was like, let's sit down with this young man. You know what I mean? Let's get a feel of him, because just like I told you, your team, your staff, the people you work with, they don't get to hear that. They don't know where Rich got this idea
That's right.
from. They don't know what inspired Rich. So we got that from you, bro. Like I said, we appreciate you coming on here, bro.
Yes,
and
sir.
much love,
Yes,
bro.
sir, man.
God
I thank you.
bless.
Appreciate
I
it,
thank you so
brother.
much.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes,
Love.
sir. I thank you so much, too, man.
Yeah,
y'all
for
got it
sure.
out of me. I mean, the questions y'all ask, I'm real. Y'all real. And, a lot of people, I think, they try to be too much of. Everybody do stuff different, You got people went to media school where they become so professional where they don't want to ask you certain things. But I love what y'all asked me, because it brought the truth out.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for coming, bro.
Yeah, for
Appreciate
sure.
it,
Thank
man.
y'all for having me.
Over
man.
appreciation.
Yes.
Come to that awards.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
We'll
we'll
be
be
there.
there.
You think we nominated? You think we?
Guys,
Yeah,
and honestly, I think they might win. Because look,